So let's talk about the GDP report that's going to be released tomorrow, 1 hour before the market opens. Here we go. So if you guys haven't paid attention to the overall economic report for this week, we did have consumer confidence being released today, which came in a little bit better than what was expected. When it comes down to initial claims and continuing claims, these are the number of people that are filing for unemployment for the first time for initial claims. The expectation is 218K. It's never too much of a significant economic report. The big one that I want to pay attention to for tomorrow is the GDP third estimate. So right now we have an expectation, according to investing.com and FinViz, of 5.2%. Now, of course, if we come in a little bit lower than what was expected, market could potentially sell off. If market comes in a little bit higher than what was expected, then again, we can potentially rally even more than what we've experienced so far. The biggest economic report this week, I do want to make sure that you don't overlook this. It's personal income spending and PCE prices. PCE prices is one of the favorite economic reports for the Federal Reserve. So just making sure that you are aware of this. Tomorrow is important, but Friday is pretty much the most important economic report for this week. Knowing this, should you really overcomplicate your trading going into it? No, not necessarily. A NASDAQ market, although it did originally gap down, so this is where we closed at after market hours. This is the gap down from yesterday's aftermarket close to today's pre-market open. So NASDAQ market originally opened in the red. But as you can see, we really were not showing much progress below 408. And I think this is the big red flag that made it very obvious for me that we were establishing a support level before the market even opened. And then right when the market opened, again, the bulls came out, higher highs, higher lows. We made new all-time highs for QQQ, and then now we are retracing. The only thing that I do want to bring up is that if we do break below this previous resistance, which is right around where our moving average is, right around the 409.50, if we do break below that, then just be ready for some selling pressure that can bring us back down to that flat 408. So again, just taking it day by day, market is very, very bullish, higher highs, higher lows. There's no reason to overcomplicate it. It literally looks like it's almost impossible for the market to pull on back. It's holding above the EMA, holding above the moving average, and with all these economic reports coming out better than what was expected, again, it's just another reason for markets to continue to rise higher. And again, I want to make sure that you are aware, based off of what I've talked about in the past before, the reason I bring up preparing for a pullback is not because the market has to pull on back today, but I would rather you have a plan of action that if the market does end up changing direction, you at least know what to do. That can be a trailing stop, a take profit, whatever the case might be, that makes sure that you don't give back all of the money that you've already made, right? If you get a confirmation of a potential change of direction, you have to have some form of plan B to make sure that you can appropriately have a plan of action to properly exit that trade. So again, you don't end up going from a green trade to a red trade, which is again, one of the worst feelings, I would say. So if you have any questions about what we talked about today, please do not hesitate. Shoot me a direct message via Discord, and that's the first link in the description down below. Today, we are flying in our BMW M4 winner. His name is Dimitri. He's flying in from Orlando, Florida, and we're going to be pretty much revealing the car to him today, and he's going to be choosing between that M4 or $50,000 cash, and then we'll be uploading the video on our social media platforms in the days that follow. So again, really excited to celebrate Dimitri today. I hope that it earned a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, and don't forget, if you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, that's that second link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.